Quick kitchen tip. When trying to determine the best recipe to translate gluten-free, don't just do one. This is a book. I'm doing the Victoria sponge in it. This is the English traditional recipes book. But right here we have the basic sponge sandwich recipe from Cakes, Biscuits and Slices. It's the Country Cottage collection. Always look for more than one recipe. What you might find is that one recipe might work better than another. This one has no fat in it, where this recipe does. So they may look like the same recipe, they may sound like the same recipe, but when you look at the ingredients, you may find that the ingredients are slightly different, and one might work better to translate straight across gluten-free, where the other does not. So don't be discouraged if you try one recipe and try to translate it gluten-free and it doesn't work. Go to a different book or go on the internet and look at a different recipe and try again. You won't know what works until you've tried quite a few recipes. Quick kitchen tip. Recipes that have a variation at the end of them usually mean that they can be played with. When doing two recipes at the same time, always make sure to label the finished product when it comes out with what it is, where you found it, so that you can determine which one you like better. See? There we go. There's the basic sponge from page 45 in the Cakes, Biscuits and Squares cookbook. And this is the Victoria sponge from page 234 out of the English traditional recipes. I'm not sure if these are what they're supposed to be because, one, I'm not fully English and have never had to eat these before. So this is an experiment. We like to experiment in our kitchen, so we'll put some fruit in between them and some cream and see how they taste. But before we do that, you make sure that things are labeled. Even after you've finished decorating them, remember to keep your tag on them so that you know which one is which. So, see, even ones that don't quite look like they've turned out can turn into something pretty fantastic. Keep baking.